Yeah, that's how much very.
Section 8. You understand? Section 8.
You ready?
Yeah, I got a lot to say.
Order 60, be the order. We want to welcome all visiting guests. We want to welcome the new lawyer, Neil
Ring.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. Candace, the former president, pledge allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I get approval August 4th, 25 minutes.
I'll second.
Got a motion, got a second, all in favor? Any opposed? Need to amend the agenda to add an action item. North Carolina 25, 26, North Carolina School Board Trust Areas of Mission General Liability Agreement Force. Motion.
Motion to.
I'll second.
Got a motion to a second. All in favor? Any opposed?
I don't know whether I'm on the trust board. Do I need to abstain? Do I need to recuse myself on the motion?
I would, yes, sir. Yes.
I'll recuse myself on the motion.
Already voted.
But I didn't say it.
Four for tennis trophy.
Mr. Chairman, members of the board, Judge County Public Schools continues to honor the elementary school, or school, excuse me, with the lowest average number of teacher absences each quarter. And it's my pleasure tonight to congratulate Comfort Elementary for retaining the trophy for fourth quarter of this past year. So I'd like to present that then at this time.
I take it for response. Who's taking it? Big win.
Yeah, I'll get
Just a
it.
word.
Parker abandoned me in my time of need. He knows I'm not the photo guy.
It's raised right
There we go. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right, there we go. Thank you. Congratulations.
That's pretty good.
And Duke Blue. See the Duke that way?
Thank y'all.
Hey, congratulations.
Great
I'm
work.
also gonna do a comfort first thing in the morning.
Congratulations. Keep going to work. Keep going to work. All right, we go to discussion item 8, summer 25 PLS update, first reading policy 4120, 3818, 57, 53, 63, 40, 7100, 820.
Yes, sir. Mr. Chairman and members of the board, before you have the first reading of some of our policies. We'll have some others later on in the agenda tonight. They're outlined there in the agenda specifically. Particularly the ones of note would be the use of wireless communications 4318A, option A or option B is one that will require some action later down the road concerning cell phone use in schools, but based on recent legislative action. And then we have others that pertain to medicines to students, transportation service vehicle contracts, public records, particularly recruitment and selection of personnel, and then personnel policy. So, any questions you have?
Mr. Ross, any questions?
Um, do we have any idea how, I guess this will be from the state, is what this is doing, and it pretty much leaves us with a whole lot of say-so in it.
Correct.
What I'm understanding.
Correct. This is state mandated and it will be implemented in January.
Correct.
So when we get phone calls, we get to say it's not our fault.
Correct.
What you have to do is decide.
Which policy are you thinking of?
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, you have option A, which allows students to have a phone at school, but only during non-instructional times, such as class changes, lunch, before or after school.
Well, if we make the more harsh of the two,
I'll let you draw your own conclusions on
but
that.
I just need, I'm
Right.
gonna have to read it and understand how much of the state mandated and how much is gonna be fall on us. For making A or B.
Correct.
I can give you a quick summary of that. So that the law requires that you, at a minimum, prohibit students from using their cell phones and other mobile devices during instructional time. So the two options from the NCSBA policies are to say just that. They can't use it during instructional time, so while class is in session, but between classes, recess, at other times between the morning and afternoon bell would be okay. The stricter version is you can't use it at any time between morning and afternoon bells, except unless you have teacher permission.
We currently are under option A.
And either one's fine with the statute. The School Board Association did a great job complying with the law. If you adopt either one, you're legally.
Which one is A?
We already using A.
That's
We're
the
already
current
using
approach is A. So
Yes.
that's
Current version is A, which means they can have it at school, they just can't use it during instructional time.
right.
They're gonna ace every test they got.
During lunch, between
Question,
classes.
all you gotta do is Google.
So, hold on just a second. Which one is none during instructional time? Which one is that's A? And what is the other one now?
No phones, period.
Between morning and afternoon bell.
Correct.
No usage. They carry them in a book bag, just can't use
You have to
it.
be powered off the entire.
Powered
school
off.
day, Including
All day.
lunch, including.
They can have it at school, they just have to be powered off and put away for the entire day.
I know I'm taking up a lot of time here, but if we ask for your recommendation on this, is now the time to do that? Next time we come in front, we're not gonna have a chance to do that. I mean, I would like to know how y'all feel about this. You guys in the trenches.
We currently got A, right?
We currently have A, and to my knowledge, there's probably no more issues than anybody else has with regards to that. I mean, as a former principal, I can tell you, if we went with B, it puts a lot of work on our principals to enforce. We spend a lot of time fighting those battles when we could be focused on instruction.
There again, a kid is just gonna be powered off, ain't gonna be able to get a text from his parents telling them that maybe some uncle's gonna pick them up, or they're gonna have to do something different, so I'd rather keep it like it is.
Go ahead, man.
And just make sure the teacher helps, make sure they're.
You guys fairly satisfied with the way we're doing it now?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
I don't want to do something just because somebody else is doing it, but I want you guys to be.
What this would allow, it would allow another layer, a board policy in regard to, at the school level right now, it's just a procedure. Okay?
Yes.
And it would allow, a little more leverage, a lot more leverage in regard to discipline and how we communicate with parents.
But as far as classroom time, you feel like we're in good shape?
Yes.
They don't need a cell phone in the classroom during instructional time. They have a device in their hand all the time.
I was mainly thinking about as far as how much admin we're having to put at it, because we've not seen a whole lot of occurrences of us writing people up for that. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Griffin, you good?
I'm good.
That's good. Yes, sir. Thank you. Department update.
Good evening, thanks to those of you who are here and those of you watching at home. I am excited that our school year, the first 2 weeks have been off to a great start. I'd like to begin with what's not on the department update.
is the custodial staff and maintenance department. Parents and community members were very complimentary during open house. I'd like to thank them again for keeping our schools and grounds in great shape. I heard it from multiple community members at each of the school sites at how clean and how beautiful the grounds looked. And that takes a lot of work that often doesn't get any glory or gratification for that. So thank you to our maintenance department. I'd also like to thank our transportation department. This is the first time in many years in education I have not received a phone call in regard to bus routes, arrival, dismissal times at the central office. That takes a lot of planning. So to Ms. Linda Murphy-Hill and Julius Dockery, PJ and Dusty, thank you very much for all the work that you put in to make sure that our bus drivers are safe and that they're where they're supposed to be.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Are all the buses, does everyone have drivers
Yes,
at this point?
yes.
Okay. I saw a couple of kids, on the side of the road about 9:00. It's been 2 or 3 days ago. It was on, Richlands Road, like going toward Richlands from Comfort. And I was just wondering, had they missed the bus and still standing there? It looked like maybe middle school students, but I'm not sure. And I'm sure it's been taken care of, but just,
I can check into that.
yeah. I mean, I've had no parent complain my way with that, but I just happened to see it in transit. Yeah, it was there to lead me, because I had to go to Jacksonville for us that day.
Superintendent update, comment.
Superintendent updates and highlights. It's an exciting time of year for our students, our teachers, and our staff. Very pleased that for the first time since 2018, Jones County Public Schools has no low-performing schools. This is credited to the expectations that we have for our students and the monitoring that our school administrators and our teachers are using to hold our students accountable. We also have the highest district academic proficiency since 2018. Again, credit to our students and credit to our teachers. We have the most schools exceeding academic growth since 2017. This takes a lot of work that's meeting every kid where they're at to make sure that we're not just teaching to a test, but we're teaching the individuals. Recently, we've also been honored, our school board has been honored with the Gold Bell Award. This means that each of our school board members has earned 12 or more hours of school board training during the last school year. This is something that not all school boards receive.
2 in our region.
2 in our region out of 15 school districts. So if we can, let's give our school board a round of applause. I'd like to present this to our school board.
We got both of them. I do.
At this time, Miss Candace is gonna take our school board's photo. Don't mind that.
Mr. Boston,
Sorry.
Mr. Griffin. You guys should crunch in? Yeah. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Now we go this way too.
Smile, Billy.
1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you.
Excellent work by our students, our staff, and our school board. Looking ahead, next Monday, for the first time, Jones Senior High School will be hosting the regional FFA conference. This is a grand event. All school districts in the Southeast their FFA representatives will be at Jones Senior High School from 3:30 to 7. Constitution Week is also approaching. This is exciting for our elementary schools as we partner again with the Sons and Daughters of American Revolution to provide presentations at each of our 4 elementary school sites. Last but not least, the Jones County Heritage Parade, in which Jones County Public Schools will be participating as a district, will be on September 27th in Trenton at 9 a.m. In fact, we will be having a bus in the parade, and Mr. Win Whittington will be the driver.
Buckle up.
No great chicken.
That's scary.
I resemble that remark.
Mr. Watson, any questions?
After that, yeah, glad to see the improvement, thank you. Thanks a lot. I like it when you make us right. When you prove us right. Thank y'all, all of you.
Any questions? Yeah.
Thanks to Ms. Brown and all her staff
Everybody.
that makes this happen,
Yes.
and all the principals and faculties.
You said mix of Miss. Oh,
Corrected if I was.
I thought you were talking about Mr. Brown.
No.
Oh,
Just look at his license plate, you can.
we very,
I can't cover it. Thank you. Thank you for, all the hard work and everyone coming together and unifying to make this a great school and great year.
You too, Mr. Ray.
Small part.
We're
Very small
trying to
part.
be positive.
all right, one of the action items, 24-25 data result.
Good evening, board members. I'm here tonight to present the end of year data that was approved by the state board middle of last week. It's our first chance to get together with y'all, so we wanted to provide y'all with an overview of how our schools did in the 24-25 school year. So this slide, and you should have a copy of this in your packet, so you don't have to strain your eyes. The left side is how we ended 23-24, and the right side, the green, is how we ended 24-25. So we're, as Dr. Marquis said, we're very pleased that all of our schools are no longer in any low performing status, and we look forward to continuing those expectations and monitoring to continue to keep this going and improving as we go along. This chart shows some district comparisons of grade level proficiency of districts that surround us, that are close to us in proximity, or close to us, kind of go close to us in proximity or size, and same breakdown with grade, the proficiency and the growth from Jones Senior High, those around us.
In anything.
These are similar to what Dr. Marquis shared as well. All of our schools have come out of low performing designation with the 24-25 data. We have achieved our highest grade level proficiency as a district since 2018. And 2 of our schools did exceed growth, and that's the highest number since 2017. And we are at Jones County is the only Title I school district in the Southeast region with no low performing schools. So we have a lot to celebrate. We understand that there's always more work to be done, and we will continue with the expectations, but we're proud of our students and proud of our teachers. They all work very hard. We'll continue monitoring them in the 25-26 school year.
Amazing.
What is the number graded B? Is it 70 or 71?
7,
70? So we're just teetering on
we have
70.
3 schools that are just on the
Teetering.
cusp of.
And it can be difficult when you get close to that line of,
They'll get it this year.
yeah, yes,
They'll get it this year.
There we go.
yes, yes. So we're very proud of them.
Mr. Walker, any questions?
Just, thanks. Thank you a lot. Sometimes I don't see the bright side of things. always trying to fix problems, I think. And maybe I look in the negative sometimes too much. Sometimes that pays off, sometimes it's too much. So, if I get gloomy, sometimes I apologize. But, this is good news. Thank you, Ms. Wilson. Thank you, Bryce, everybody. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Reedy, what about some books? Got all ties in? Thank you.
Mr. Griffin?
Glad to see Larry starting to understand himself. Outside of that, they're on Larry, that's the way it is.
Ms. Field?
I'm disagreeing with you.
Just very proud of the achievements that we're making.
I'm just proud, just being proud of everybody, the teachers, the students, the staff, and everyone that made this possible, working together. Maisel Comfort, wow, wow. And for Miss Reese being her first year at, the high school, bringing that level up and working with everyone. I know it's difficult with everybody, but, that's exciting.
Yes, ma'am. I
Very
agree.
pleased and congratulations to Trenton for finally
Yes.
getting out, you know?
Yes,
So, wow, we didn't have a party. Celebrate. Next year, be,
Yeah.
the teacher, go get there.
Yes, ma'am.
Exciting. Thank you for what you do.
Yes, ma'am.
Like I told you before, I would want you to.
Keep turning the wheel.
Thank you, Lord.
All right.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Mhm.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Budget amendment.
You gotta vote.
Okay. We don't need to vote on that. Get a motion.
Motion
What's your motion?
that we accept this grading. We're very proud. Keep up the good work.
I'll second the motion.
Got a motion and a second, all in favor? Any opposed? All right, action item B, budget amendment number 1.
Good evening, board members. I'm here to present, budget amendment number 1 for our fiscal year 2026 budget. And as you can see on this particular budget amendment, we had an increase of 1.2 million, and it falls within our state funds. Currently, the state has not passed a full state budget. We are still operating on our mini budget that was approved by the state. But we are slowly but surely receiving additional funding as they are approved. And this is a result of some additional funding that we received since we had our planning budget approved by the board. If anyone has any questions related to the budget, I'd be happy to answer.
Mr. Walton, any questions?
No, sir.
Mr. Griffin? Yes, sir. Mr. Young? Yes, sir.
Sir.
Any motion?
I'll make a motion to adopt the budget as presented.
I'd like to second that.
Got a motion and a second, all in favor?
All
Any
right.
opposed?
Thank you.
Action item C, 2526, North Carolina School Board Trust, automobile and fund agreement invoice. You can excuse yourself, Mr. Griffin.
Yeah, I've got to forgive myself from the discussion.
We're not sure there are 2 agreements,
Yes.
correct?
Okay.
Yes, and both of those agreements, one is, like you mentioned, one is for our automobile insurance. And this year, our auto insurance invoice was a little over $12,000. This is an agreement that we enter into each year with minor adjustments made as we either receive or dispose of vehicles. I'll try to answer any questions that any of the board members may have regarding the auto insurance policy.
Mr. Perry, you have a question?
Is that per year?
Yes, ma'am.
That's all.
Mr. Young?
No.
Mr. Griffin,
No,
first reading,
I
okay.
don't have anything to add.
Mr. Walsh,
No, sir.
any motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
A motion. In a second.
I'm not sure.
We need to accept it.
I'm still gonna have to be
Yeah, it's gonna be,
confused from the
okay.
vote.
You did it first.
Okay.
Got a motion in a second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
The minutes reflect that Mr. Griffin recused himself from that vote.
And then the second agreement with North Carolina School Board Trust is our errors and omission and our general liability agreement, participation agreement that we have with them. This year's invoice for that was $5,588. And I will answer any questions that the board members may have regarding that agreement.
I'm gonna have a question after they get that delayed, but not about this.
Walsh, any question?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Mr. I need a motion.
Make a motion.
Second.
Motion in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Mr. Griffin,
How many things do we still have that's not on the school board trust as far as the insurance or whatever? I'm just curious, I mean, 'cause we get asked this, I just come out of a meeting and some of this was brought up Friday when I was up there. I was just curious if we looked at it. I know
Yes, sir. The only other thing that I'm aware of in terms of that type of coverage that we don't have through the school board trust, we have some volunteer insurance. That's through NCSBA, which I am understanding it has very close ties to the trust, but it's under a different vendor's name. We have field trip insurance through them. But the biggest thing that we don't have through the school board trust is our workers' comp.
Yeah.
And we did, have a meeting with them last year around May or June, where they did a presentation, a proposal, for their, workers' comp. But we had already renewed our, workers' comp agreement with our current provider. We were, very interested in the information that they presented to us. So we are going to be having that conversation with them, with our current provider, and hopefully we will be able to get at least one more proposal so that we can make an informed decision regarding how we move forward for the next fiscal year.
I know Siobhan was talking about it, but I know some districts, I couldn't understand why we wasn't involved in that, because some of our districts kind of our side were taking, and I was just curious. I mean, yeah, and then in Wake County, they actually reviewed it just recently, but he couldn't go any further than I could as far as what we're talking about. You know. But I think that's all I had, thank you.
action item D, sign-on bonus.
So, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, in front of you, you have a copy of an agreement that we will be providing to each of our new hires for two new hires for counselors, and then we have 3 new EC teachers that we've hired. And what we're asking for is your approval for this agreement, so that we can put this in each person's hand. They sign and agreeing that they're going to be paid a bonus for coming on board in a critical need area. And then in turn, if they were to leave our district prior to fulfilling their obligation of at least 1 year of employment, then they would have to pay that back at a prorated amount. And we've been providing bonuses in signing agreements, particularly for the SROs, but at the advice of Ms. O'Keefe, our attorney, she said we really need to get the board to approve this actual agreement. So we had Patricia Robinson from Darrington and Smith draft this agreement and send it to us. I entertain any questions you may have.
I probably would, but I think it may be closed session.
Okay.
You can hold it, but don't listen to it, you go to closed session.
I mean, I just wanted some clarification, but no, we don't have to.
We adopted that decision, but you can't make any.
Yeah, I mean, I know, I just want.
What, I'll make So you can ask any questions, just wait back. I'll make a motion to adopt the, sign-on bonus as presented.
Got a motion?
Second.
All in favor? Motion carried.
Thank you.
First reading and approval for zone 25 PLS update.
So in your packet there, you also have your first reading approval, list of all your policies there, regarding parental involvement, parental inspection of, and objection to instructional materials, school trips, religious-based exemptions from school programs, extracurricular activities, and student organizations, the emergency epinephrine delivery systems, and then administering medicine to students. And these are the ones that we need to go ahead and approve this evening. We agree.
That's right. If I just say briefly, this is because this is one of these laws sprang into effect when the governor's veto was overridden, so you don't, the General Assembly didn't give you, well, they meant to, but you didn't end up getting a sort of launch pad here. They're in effect immediately, so we would recommend you waive second reading, just go ahead and approve these this evening.
We need to make a vote on waiving the second reading or just.
As long as your vote, you can have one vote that does both, but I would make it clear that the action is to actually adopt these policies. So whether you say, to be clear, I would say waive second reading and approve the policies that are presented.
Make sure you say that in the motion.
All right. I'll make a motion to waive the second reading right to adopt the policies presented that time. Win.
Motion.
Second.
Got a second, all in favor? Any opposed? Up, down.
You got anything?
I'm good. I'm good.
We're good, Mr. Chairman.
Board comment, Ms. Bird.
Dr. Markey, this is your first year that you're here, that you have been superintendent for the entire year, school year, correct? The 24, 25 school year was your first entire year that you oversaw.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to first compliment our superintendent that he not only obtained his doctorate, but he also had these type of results in his first year. I know you can't do it by yourself, but with your leadership, this is what made this possible because of who you are. We appreciate you. We appreciate your leadership and your guidance to all of our administrators, to us. This is a big win for you as a superintendent. Doesn't mean anybody can come in here and studio. You're not going anywhere. But anyways, thank you for all that you do. That's amazing that you come in here in 1 year and this is what's taking place. Because you have filtered down to everyone your leadership skills, your on outlook on life, and I want you to know you're appreciated very much. I want to congratulate all the staff, and I know that without all of these folks, he couldn't do what he does. I'm just super duper proud of where we have come to where we are and where we're going, because we're only going up from here. Students keep working, and all the new things at the high school that is taking place with the, we have drama now. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have a play finally. I'm so excited. I want to see this. I'm so excited. And the things that are coming, and I spoke to Ms. Kreiner that Carson is back. Thank the Lord. And so there's a lot of great things happening right here in Jones County, and hopefully everyone can see that, because this is legendary. Thank you so much. That's all I have.
I totally agree with what Miss Lisa has said about the entire staff and my kids. Proud of it.
No, I agree as well. And I know the last couple of weeks, we've had a lot of things happen. We even had started school one week and had a vacation the very next week. And Labor Day was really nice because I got to see Belichick lose his first college game. And that's it.
Yeah, I work.
Don't throw it at him.
Mr. Walsh.
I'm done. I said I was
Mr.
done.
Walsh.
No, I think I said what I meant to say before. I grade hard sometimes. I think that's how you get better. But I might have ignored, sometimes that we were getting better. It takes a while. And, thank you. I keep saying the same word, but it's thanks. I like it when people are talking about us and we're starting to get talked about again. But thanks a lot. I know most of what we do, curriculum changes, things change, but to me, I work by myself, so it's easy for me to say this. Maybe I have trust problems, I don't know. When I coach with a really small staff, but we do well. But it seems like, and I know there's a line as to how close you get to these children, but I've had to talk to Bryce about this and other staff members through the years. There's a lot of parenting that goes on here that might not go on in other districts. And if you don't want to call it parenting, then let's call it uncling and aunting, or aunting, pecan, depends on where you're from. But there's a whole lot of extra stuff that has to happen here, and some people are prepared, and some people who might come from different places may not be prepared. And I don't want anybody to have to constantly babysit, because we're not in the babysitting business. There's got to be a progression. And I think we're starting to see, or not just starting to see, but we're seeing a progression. And we all unanimously, we don't agree on everything, but when we picked this gentleman right here, we all unanimously agreed on that. We saw something there. And like I said, I like it when he proves us right. So thank you very much. And it does trickle down. And maybe I don't toot our horn enough. Maybe I play coach too much and not enough cheerleader. I'm sorry. I'll work on that. Thank you, everybody.
You good?
Yes, I am.
It doesn't sound like a broken record. Everybody already said that, but again, I sat there, for 5 years, fussing and complaining about this, but to me, this is what matters the most. I mean, we can find some things to complain about, we can get some parents that call us, but this is what matters. And I just say, let's keep moving forward, let's not sell the rights. I've been fussing about 50%, and we're getting out of that 50%, and I just think we're starting to change that mindset. And again, I fuss because I'm still a little upset that Kate Carter is not up here again to compare. But we are making strides, and I don't think it's a coincidence that Mayville is number one. Anyway.
We let the news thing go. Come on. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Motion in a closed session.
Could I ask one question, please?
Go ahead.
Well, what is the enrollment at this time? I didn't see it anywhere. Did I miss it? What is our enrollment now? And
After the first 10 days ADM, that'll actually be released.
oh, okay.
Susan will be presenting that to you in October, and I can
Okay.
provide that to you by the end of the month.
Oh, I was
It's
just,
all made on September.
yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I make a motion to go in closed session.
To discuss personnel matters, the general statute 143, 318, 11, A1, 115C, 402, 20 USC, 1232G. Got a motion, read citation, gotta get a second, got a second. We're not in closed session.
Good night, y'all.
Thanks, Susan.
Thank you so much, Susan.
Candace.
Oh, I needed to.
Are you campaigning?
If you just tell me what to.
I am assisting with the campaign.
I was gonna
Are
ask you, is that your?
you gonna do the financial
Just
part?
click in stream.
And then we need to unplug it.
He had
And then, no, you're fine.
Like delete the whole thing or something.